Democratic Party, I do think, understands that they are at an existential moment. Parties don't have to survive. The Whigs came and went, and others, and they understand they're not going to win with the AOC wing.
Why is it that the Democrats didn't look at the reasons they lost and then try to come more to the middle? Instead,
they're doing it finally.
Not AOC, not Bernie.
In the newest episode of Club Random, Bill Maher had a lively talk with fitness coach Jillian Michaels, and things got tense fast. All because of one name, AOC. They completely disagreed on whether the Democrats could win in 2028 if she runs. Bill spoke openly and didn't hold back, while Jillian firmly pushed back with her own views. The chat turned into a strong debate with both sides throwing sharp opinions. There's a lot going on, so don't forget to subscribe and keep watching.
He's the front runner, followed close, I guess not a close second, but then...
That's just name recognition.
Okay, fair. And one would hope, honestly, because I've been underwhelmed by her for quite some time, whether you like her or not.
AOC? You're talking about Kamala?
Yeah.
Oh, totally underwhelming.
But then the next one in line is AOC.
I mean, I voted for her, but totally underwhelming.
Bill Maher and Jillian Michaels didn't hold back while discussing the recent ICE arrest and the strong response from Democrats. Maher said the party hurt itself by putting too much spotlight on Kamala Harris, and claimed the outrage over the arrest completely missed the real issue. That's when things changed. Jillian brought up AOC and compared her to Kamala, and suddenly, the energy in the room shifted. Maher raised an eyebrow, leaned closer, and the talk got a lot more intense. It was one of those moments where you think, wait, did she really just say that? After that, the debate heated up even more. Bold views, honest takes, and sharp back and forth made this a conversation you don't want to skip. Stick around to see what happened next.
Why is it that the Democrats didn't look at the reasons they lost and then try to come more to the middle? Instead,
they're doing it finally.
Not AOC, not Bernie.
Jillian Michaels might lean conservative, but this talk went deeper than just politics. It was clear she wasn't making fun of the Democrats. She honestly seemed worried. As we've mentioned before, she thinks the party is going down a risky road, and she's not the only one seeing it. Big political groups have fallen apart before because of their own decisions, and this could be another case. Maher tried to say the Democrats are slowly moving more to the middle, but Jillian didn't agree. She challenged him directly, and then asked the big question: if they're becoming more moderate, why are they still pushing AOC forward?
He could be so funny. I think it was him with the funniest line. He said, AOC is practically a police sketch drawing of what Americans don't want.
Jillian made a clear argument. The Democrats are still deep into identity politics. If that wasn't true, someone as far left as AOC wouldn't be taken so seriously in national debates. Next to her, Kamala Harris actually comes off as more middle-ground. Kamala often keeps things unclear and avoids firm stances, so people aren't always sure what she really believes. On a scale of political extremes, Kamala might be a 4. AOC, she's a solid 9, and she's proud of it. So when people say the Democrats are moving to the center, you have to wonder, based on what, exactly? And let's not pretend that focusing on image instead of action is leadership. That's just flash, not substance. Right now, it feels like the DNC is trapped in its own echo chamber. Betting that smooth speeches and media buzz will make up for a lack of strong, real leadership.
She's leading.
But it's 2025. The election isn't for 3 years. This means nothing.
You know what it is?
This means nothing.
It's the fact that I thought
they're not going to do it. I would bet my house on that. They are not going to go that.
I get why Bill Maher stays hopeful. I really do. But at some point, we need to look at what's actually happening. This isn't just one person's opinion anymore. A while back on Club Random, Maher asked Don Lemon who could take the lead after Kamala Harris, and without missing a beat, he said AOC. Another guest on Real Time said the same thing. Now Jillian Michaels is backing that idea, too. This isn't just a random thought, it's becoming a pattern. Honestly, it's starting to look like a future face-off between AOC and Gavin Newsom, and if I had to bet, AOC might win. Sure, Newsom looks sharp and well-prepared, but AOC brings passion and boldness, and that's what grabs people now. Remember, nobody expected Kamala Harris to rise either, but she did, and ended up leading the party into one of its roughest times. If Maher still believes the Democrats will follow logic or tradition in their next move, he might need to get ready. Big changes are already coming.
The Democratic Party wants to survive. Every party does. As they say in Jurassic Park, life finds a way. I see it out here with the groundhogs in my lawn. I see it with the ducks. I have ducks, and they go in the pool, and I yell at them, and they get out. I think I've trained them now.
Maher thinks putting AOC on the ticket would be a disaster for the Democrats, and he's hoping the DNC is smart enough to avoid that mistake. But let's be real, he seems to be forgetting how often this party has ignored him. He's warned them before, and they rarely listened. He spoke up about Biden's mental decline years ago. The reaction? Silence. They pushed forward anyway. He said Kamala Harris wasn't electable or inspiring, yet she was still made the face of the campaign. Now, he's raising red flags about AOC, hoping this time they'll pay attention. But, if the past tells us anything, it's that the Democratic leadership usually picks ideals over smart planning. Maher's arguments make sense, but the party often tunes him out. In fact, his warnings could actually boost AOC's popularity with the more activist side of the party. When Maher says don't, they seem to hear go ahead.
I do think understands that they are at an existential moment. Parties don't have to survive. The Whigs came and went, and others, and they understand they're not going to win with the AOC.
Surprisingly, AOC's approval ratings are now higher than ever, even beating Donald Trump in some polls. That's a big deal. People aren't just supporting her, they're connecting with her. She's young, full of energy, bold, and proudly represents her working-class roots. In today's politics, where emotional connection often matters more than detailed policies, that's a strong mix. Is she the most experienced or smartest voice out there? Maybe not, but right now, it's image, energy, and personal story that grab attention, and AOC brings all of that. Don Lemon and others have said the same thing. Maybe the Democratic Party is overthinking it. Voters are reacting to what feels genuine, and whether people like it or not. Many in the party see that in AOC. Whether she's the right long-term choice is still uncertain. But one thing's for sure, her momentum is real, and it's growing fast.
It's going to be a bitter pill for the Latinx, gluten-free, non-binary in the party. But they're just going to have to swallow hard at the end of the day.
Let's be honest, voting for AOC means sticking with the same progressive path. She's open about it, and her supporters fully embrace it, but not choosing her wouldn't lead to chaos. The far left might be vocal, but most Americans are simply worn out. For nearly 10 years, people have dealt with constant lectures, guilt, and changing social rules. Identity politics, cancel culture, and public outrage have left many feeling drained. That's where Trump, despite his flaws, shifted the narrative. He ignored the noise, broke the usual rules, and showed voters that plain, direct talk still matters. To millions, especially those tired of being cautious with every word, he felt like a fresh start. So no, most people aren't excited to return to politics that divide people while pretending to unite them. Voters want honesty, strength, and real answers. And right now, AOC isn't delivering that. Even CNN has started pointing it out, warning that the party could be heading into serious trouble.
This is the generic ballot test. This is when you test people in a generic question. Of course, the House races aren't generic. There are 435 of them. What happens when you go race by race?
What happens when you go race by race? Well, it's the same idea. Okay, House seat ratings with a GOP president like back in 2005 and, of course, 2017. More net pickup seat chances. Well, last time around, look at that. Democrats were ahead by 33 seats. How about in 2005? Democrats were ahead by 7 seats. What's going on right now? It's actually Republicans. Actually, Republicans with more net pickup chances at plus 12, according to the Cook Political.
So no, it's not an exaggeration to say the Democratic Party is heading straight into trouble. All the warning signs are there. The midterms don't look good. Approval ratings keep falling. Voter energy is low, and key swing states are slipping away. For the past 6 months, their game plan has been more of the same. Attack Trump, push anti-IC messages, blame global problems on others, and hope the noise hides the cracks. But here's the truth, it's not working. Even with non-stop criticism, Trump's support isn't just steady, it's growing in important places. Why? Because people are seeing through the distractions. They're done with the blame, the spin, and the slogans. What they want now is real leadership. And for many, even with his flaws, Trump still seems like the stronger choice. Right now, the Democrats aren't just off track, They're speeding toward self-destruction. Putting AOC in the spotlight won't fix it. It'll only make things worse. The more they focus on ideology instead of real results, the more they lose touch with the voters they can't afford to lose. That's it for today's video. If this breakdown made things clearer, hit that like button and subscribe.